Western Mass News is your local sports authority, developing news this afternoon for student athletes all across the state.
The Massachusetts Interscholastic Athletic Association announcing new mask guidelines today. Western Mass News reporter Kayla Burton joins us live in West Springfield, getting answers on what exactly this means for those who play local sports. Kayla?
Yeah, Chris and Jordan, if you take a look behind me, many of these student athletes are not wearing these face masks, and that's all because the MIAA has come out with new guidelines involving these face masks and loosening some of these restrictions. But first, take a look at your screen here, because this is the breakdown of what student athletes, or what it will look like for student athletes participating in youth sports, which includes high school. Spring athletes playing outdoor sports for both practices and games are no longer required to wear masks. This also goes for spring athletes sitting on the sidelines or the bench waiting to get into the game. As for coaches, officials, umpires, spectators, staff, and other officials, no masks are needed. But how about indoor sports? Athletes in low-risk sports where they can maintain social distance do not have to wear masks. The only ones who do need to wear these face coverings are volunteers, spectators, visitors, and staff who are inside. Western Mass News speaking with members of West Springfield High School who tell us it's just extremely refreshing to see everyone out here have a little more freedom.
It's great to get back to some sense of normalcy for them, especially this time of year with the weather coming in and the heat coming up. I think it's the right thing to do.
I do distance track, so we're outside running 3 miles a day, and running with a mask is not fun at all. So being given this chance is great.
Keep in mind, these requirements are also based upon the area in which the student athletes plays the sport in. So it will be up to each town or city to either allow or prohibit the new mask freedom. Coming up later on Western Mass News tonight, more on these guidelines and what this really means for student athletes locally. And also hear some of the reactions from these student athletes who finally get to take these masks off after they've been wearing them for a very long time. But for now, live in West Springfield, Kayla Burton, Western Mass News.